Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from Breitbart dated February 6th, and it says Jim Jordan's Amazon files reveals Biden White House pressure on company to censor books. Leftists out there, this is an actual book ban, not the thing in Florida for the parental rights and education bill that was saying don't show certain nudical things to children. Okay, this is actually the government saying you shouldn't to Amazon, you shouldn't promote these books. So let's go ahead and get into it. It says Rep. Jim Jordan, Republican of Ohio, took to X Twitter on Monday to post never before released internal emails subpoenaed by the House Judiciary GOP that he dubbed the Amazon files, which reveal that the Biden White House pressured Amazon to censor books that express views the White House did not approve of. And what's the word that the leftists like to use? That's fascism. Right. A merger of corporation and state. Well, what's this? There's an internal doc subpoenaed by the Judiciary GOP and the at weaponization indicate that Amazon bowed down to Biden White House pressure to censor books. Rep. Jordan announced at the start of his X Twitter thread. There it is. I'm not going to click on it. I'm just going to go through the summary, which is the actual Breitbart article. It says the congressman followed up with screenshots of the internal emails, one of which read, "Hi all, here are the notes for our pre-brief discussion with the White House today." It says beneath that was an item on an agenda titled Books, Curation and Guidelines 101 and a bullet point, Breitbart, come on, under it that asked, is the admin asking us to remove books or are they more concerned about search results / order or both? And again, they go back to bullet punt, like what is that, like some football move I've never heard of? No, I'm kidding. It's nothing. Um, in Rep. Jordan's tweet here says Andy Slavitt, the senior Biden White House official who demanded that Facebook censor a meme and true information was pressuring Amazon at the same time. Yeah, this guy, look into him a little bit. He's kind of a piece of human refuse. It says in another post, Rep. Jordan highlighted an internal email from March 2021 in which senior Biden White House official Andy Slavitt demanded to know who he and his Biden administration colleagues could talk to at Amazon about content they did not approve of on the website. And pictures of Jeff Bezos and our American dictator. Who can we talk to about the high levels of propaganda and misinformation and disinformation of Amazon? The internal email read. So basically, remember that what the left likes to do, okay, is call things misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda that are actually true. Okay, because we know now, for the few years behind us from this, 3 years, that a lot of the stuff that was going on about it, that certain disease that came from China was actually true when it was being marked as misinformation. Because the congressman also noted that the Biden White House ran keyword searches for controversial topics such as vaccine and emailed Amazon when it didn't like how the search results appeared. Because if you search for vaccines under books, I see what comes up. I haven't looked beyond that, but if that's what's on the surface, it's concerning. One email from Slavitt read. Yeah, so this guy should, like, how I feel about people like this is that if they're violating your fundamental rights as an American, if you're a citizen, like they need to be locked up. Like should be like a jailable offense. It should be like you're going up against the Constitution, man. Like you can't do that. Okay, like this guy should somehow, besides being fired, pay for what he did. I don't know what that would be, but well, he should pay for it. So it said from Jim Jordan, it said, how did the Biden White House conclude that there was propaganda and misinformation in scare quotes in books sold on Amazon's bookstore? It says the White House ran keyword searches, yep, as we just said, for controversial topics or controversial, I would have put in scare quotes, such as vaccine, and emailed Amazon when it didn't like how the search results appeared. So basically, their fifis got hurt and they wanted to censor things. Says at first, Amazon decided to hold off on doing an internal intervention to censor books, not out of concern for free speech, but because the company felt censoring the content would be too visible to the American public and likely spur criticism from conservative media, Rep. Jordan said. Shouldn't be criticism from anybody if we had a media that actually did their damn jobs. Says we will not be doing a manual intervention today. The team / PR feels very strongly that it is too visible and will further compound the Harry Sally narrative. I've heard that term before, says which is getting the Fox News treatment today, apparently, and won't fix the long-term problem because of the customer behavior associations. An internal email from an Amazon staffer read. The Amazon employee goes on to say, I've asked the team to widen the search light flag for COVID-19 CDC website redirects so that it comes to the top of the page on more search keys. And now I bet as you're listening to this, you're probably going to see a note on the video below from a Wikipedia fact checking thing on the YouTube video because that's just what they do. Not that Wikipedia is the they themselves say not to use them as a source, but whatever. Says they can hopefully implement that today, adding the White House will probably ask why we don't tag the content like Facebook/Twitter do if we aren't taking it down. In another post, the congressman pointed out an email in which an Amazon staffer explains, we believe that retailers are different than social media communities, adding, as a retailer, we provide our customers with access to a variety of viewpoints, including books that some customers may find objectionable. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So Jim Jordan says, why was the Biden White House so upset with Amazon? It was because Amazon believes retailers are different. Yep, as I just said here. It says, yeah, for the Biden administration, let Americans think for themselves was unacceptable. Right. They have to tell you what you should be believing. So what they're doing is telling you what to think as opposed to how to think. Okay. Says 1 week later, Amazon met with the Biden White House. Rep. Jordan said in the follow-up post, said internal documents reveal Amazon's top talking points ahead of the meeting with the White House, one of which included the question of whether the Biden administration wanted certain books banned or just buried deep in the search results. And there we go. So how did it go? So the congressman said Amazon agreed to take this meeting because they were feeling pressure from the White House. And this shouldn't even be a thing. Like they shouldn't be feeling any sort of pressure at all from the White House. So the books team has a meeting on 319 with, redacted, and redacted to take a closer look at books related to vaccine misinformation and debating additional steps Amazon might want to take to reduce the visibility of these titles. An internal Amazon email read, the book's content risk management team is still working on their doc for the 319 meeting, the email continued, adding PP is feeling pressure from the White House task force on this issue as well. PP. I don't know. Besides Peter Parker, I don't know. This is another post. The Ohio congressman highlighted an internal email in which an Amazon employee notes, we did not enable do not promote for anti-vax books. And I hate that they use that term because I guarantee you, just people skeptical of the vaccine that's not what anti-vax means. This literally means against vaccines. Okay, as in like, all of them, not this one particular one. Okay, so let's stop using words in the incorrect way, people. The left seems to have a severe problem with that. So it said after the White House spent a week berating Amazon, what did the online bookstore do? Starting March 9th, the same day as its meeting with the White House, Amazon enabled do not promote for books that express the view that vaccines were not effective. So it says Amazon caved to pressure from the White House, from the Biden White House to censor speech. Rep. Jordan concluded in his thread, adding that the House Judiciary, GOP, and Weaponization Committee aren't investigating as they should. And that's basically the end of the article. So yeah, this is not good for the government. Okay, so again, as I said at some point in what I was reading here, that fascism leftist is the merger of the corporation and state. The state is telling this corporation exactly what should be allowed to be read. Maybe your attention should be turned there, but we know that'll never happen because you're not the smartest people. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. This should be bigger news, but I really haven't seen it in very many places at all, except for right-leaning media. I doubt it's going to be in any left-leaning media, but, there you go. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.